Hello, chosen undead. Today we are going into Darkroot Basin, but before we do that, we're going to go ahead and take care of a couple of bookkeeping items. So one thing, I have been running in a lot of these videos, and I want to make sure that it's clear well, not clear, but as a note, you should stop running before your character runs out of stamina. If you do, the stamina regen rate kind of has a sort of a... Well, let's try it out. Let's see what happens. So I always release it just before I run out, but if you go all the way, there's a bit of a dead time before you can start running again. And the next thing is, I've been watching my content. One of my viewers has called out to my attention. After dealing with the Black Knight in Undeadburg, I did not pick up the blue tearstone ring on camera. So I went back later while I had been farming for gear to get the dex required to use the longbow in order to shoot the dragon's tail off of the drake, and I picked it up there, but I didn't realize that I hadn't shown that on camera. So it's back in Undeadburg. It's back where the Black Knight is. Be sure to get that. The blue tearstone ring is... Let me make sure I'm not being chased by anybody really quick. All right, so it's kind of a hyper mode defense ring. Boost your defensive stats when your HP is low. It's just like the red tearstone ring, except the red tearstone's offense, blue is defense. And before we go into Darkroot Basin, we're going to do two things. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to the Undead Asylum and pick up the Rust Ring. And that's because there's a great deal of fighting we're going to be doing in sort of waist-deep water. And when you're in that situation with the water, you move sluggishly. So watch this and then roll off right before you get to the bottom. And then we're going to come over here. And there's this pillar we're trying to jump on right where my character's head is currently aligned, and it's not really easy to get there. We're going to try the run and jump method. I think you can just roll off those. Let's see if that works. Yes. Okay, so evidently you can just roll off the side. Be careful how you navigate up this way. And we're going to come up here. We're going to roll off here. We're going to get this key, which allows us to get into a certain part of the Undead Asylum, where the ring that I'm interested in is. And then we're going to find a safe way off, and we're going to just kind of navigate our way back up there again. Don't mind the snoring guy. You'll meet him later. We're going to come back up this way to the elevator. And this is the same shortcut, just from the same or different side. Come up a bit and just roll right off the top. Boop. Only this time, we're gonna... I don't remember where this is exactly. Is it around here? Yeah, okay. So you come up the stairs here, and then there's this crow's nest. And you just kind of pretend to be an egg, and you can stand up if you don't want to go, but you hang out here for a bit, and then the crow picks you up. And we're back. So we're back to the tutorial Undead Asylum. You'll notice, however, that things have changed. We're out here. It was not previously populated. It now is. These are regular hollow soldiers with a big torch. You'll see them again in the depths, and then also again in lower Undeadburg. They are a real pain in the ass. If these guys hit you, the fire damage is a real pain. Yep, just like that, exactly. But I like the Claymore a lot. Partially because of the jab attack. Okay, so we're back. I guess I just edited some things out because I couldn't figure out Snuggly just yet. Oh, right. Okay, so the first thing before we go in here, do not walk in the center of this room. If you do, that floor will give way and there's a boss that we are just not in a position to fight right now. So hug the right and continue down here to the bonfire. In the hallway ahead of us is a Black Knight. We're going to have him kind of do some work for us. And I may screw this up, but we'll see. I'm going to have him take care of the dude who gave us our Estus flask, who was unfortunately gone hollow. He's now hostile. But, yeah. So the Black Knight will take him out for us. And then we have a Black Knight to fight. And hopefully I've gotten better at backstabbing. While we're doing that, we'll go ahead and pick that up. Hopefully in all that fishing for the Black Knight halberd, I've gotten good at backstabbing. We'll see. Evidently not. Oh, I should have had that. Better. I mean, better. I won't have to accelerate through so much of this fight. There we go. And I got another Black Knight shield. Son of a bitch. Oh, okay. Interesting. So the boulder is still there. Maybe I don't think I triggered it. Yep, there you go. And presumably if there's a boulder, there's the guy who pushed the boulder. Just, again, remind him what you think of his tricksy bullshit. Come up, meow. Deal with these two little jokesters. Now, these guys have gotten a little bit of an upgrade too. All the enemies on this island are now stronger than they were during the tutorial, but a lot of the placements more or less the same, except for these cats. But you know, hey, Claymore is love. Oh. Is it possible I'm getting not shit at backstabs? I don't know. I probably talked too soon. All right. We use the key, and we're going to come down here and get this ring. And then this is really the reason that we're here. Is that the courtyard down there? Yeah, okay. So this is really the reason that we're here. So let's go ahead and get out of here. Make like a tree and get out of here. And that ring that I just picked up, the rusted iron ring or iron rust ring or whatever the hell it is. Let's look it up. Boop. Where are you? Rusted iron ring. Improved balance on poor footing. And what that does is it's going to allow us when we're in... so there's a part of Dark Route where you're... fighting in water, and that's predominantly why I want this ring. Is oh shit, hey guys, how you all doing? Oh, I did rust at a damn bonfire, didn't I? Okay, that's fine. All right, rest, do the thing. Thank you for flying Crow Air. And we're going to end up back in Firelink. So the Rusted Iron Ring is used in a lot of these regions where you're walking in waist-high water. So we're going to use it for we're Dark Root Basin, where there's a part where we're fighting in some waist-high water against some stone golems and a Hydra. And, and we're also going to use it, we're going to make a lot of use of it in Blighttown. It's really, really useful in Blighttown. Because most of that zone is that kind of waist-high water nonsense. So we're going to use it there. We're going to enjoy that benefit in that region. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go deal with Havel. We're going to get his ring as well. Let's see if I can't spend some souls. I probably can't. Okay, that's fine. So we're almost at the point where I can use this Black Knight sword. I'm very, very excited for what that's going to mean, although it's also going to probably mean finding lighter armor to start wearing, because I'm going to really need to start pumping my vitality up if I want to wear anything of use. So we're going to fight our way towards Havel's room, and then that will actually be where we kind of enter Dark Root from. Oh, jeez. Oh, a longsword. And a short sword. Jesus. Where did he go? Did he fall? He fell down, probably. Okay, whatever. They drop hollow shit. It's fine. Always kill the rat. You never know. Maybe there's some humanity out of the deal. Yeah. Baymore says hi. There's so many great memes about the Claymore in this game. I love it. It's got a great moveset. The Black Knight sword, I'm told, has got one that's vaguely similar to it. It's kind of why I want to try it out. I played the first game, or my first time playing through this game, I used the Claymore and then the Halberd for a bit. That's kind of why I've got this big hard-on for it. Because I know it's got a nice moveset, a good toolkit. But I kind of want to try something new. Part of what makes the magic of this game is, trying new shit. All right. So there's two equally effective ways to get to Havel, and I think we'll just... Well, first, I've got probably enough souls for a level. I don't want to... Shit. Before I spend it. 20 strength, 18 dex. Never mind. I'm a long way off from using this damn sword. Oh, jeez. All right, let's go back to my main advice. Vitality and endurance are on 20. Good gravy. All right, cool. So, Havel. He is in the same tower as where you fought the Taurus demon. He's in the bottom of it, actually. And you're right about now is when you'd want to try and take him on. The reason I say that is you've probably got a weapon that is not going to just bounce off of his armor, and you're comfortable enough with your roll timings that you can kind of handle that part of the engagement. He is very heavily armored. He hits very hard. You do not want to mess with kind of trying to tank his attacks, and I would think that that would go poorly. If you have your parry timings absolutely on lock, maybe you can try and parry Havel. Good luck. better, I think, to backstab him. His backstab windows are actually pretty wide, insofar as I've managed to hit his backstab windows a couple times. Okay, so really quickly while I'm here, this is where the blue tearstone ring is, down Mya on that corpse. Okay, so we are back in the tower. That up there was the Taurus demon. We're going to go ahead and heal up. You know what? It's Havel. Respect the fight for what it is. Use the Watchtower basement key or the master key. You can come here earlier if you are confident in your backstabs and your all that kind of stuff. By all means, give it a shot. And just be careful coming down here because he's got a pretty big aggro leash and he will come up the stairs to meet you. But I like fighting him down there on that bottom level. There's less of a risk of falling off or anything. And that's all this fight is just, I say that's all it is, but if you fuck it up once, you're done. Circle to the right, look for a backstab, roll the last minute if you need to, or keep your shield up pretty much the entire time, and look for a backstab window. You'll get it. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Good God. Okay. So, that's Havel. It's not a super duper hard fight. It's just the tolerances are so frickin' small. Like if you just miss it up, I mean, you saw how much he hit me for that one time got through, and I mean, like I'm not wearing great armor, but ooh, good God, like if he connects, Jesus. Okay, so back to Darkroot Basin. You open this door here, and oh look, we're in Darkroot Basin. Just to give you some bearings, let's go ahead and run around a little bit. We've been here before already. Run down here and grab this soul packet. So we're going that way. Just want to give you a heads up as to the direction that we're ultimately headed. Grab that soul packet. Run down this way. This will help you get your bearings as to where we're at. And we're actually going to go ahead and rest in one of these bonfires while we're at it. So, we were here during the item run. Down there was the Grass Crest shield. Right there would have been a Black Knight. And if you're good, you would have backstabbed him off the cliff. If you are like me and not good, you just kind of poked at him until he died. And there is a bonfire here. I'm going to go ahead and pop. What, I'm 1,000 souls away? 1,300, okay. So, working on getting my dex up high enough that maybe I can two-hand that Black Knight Greatsword. So the reason we killed Havel is for his ring. Havel's ring. Boost maximum equipment load. Let's take a look at my stats now. 104. So I can put on all kinds of armor. So I can... That's why you wear Havels, is if you want to... Well, that's still medium rolling. Right around there. That's why you put on Havels, if you want to wear more armor and still light roll. Oh, right. However, for the purposes of what we're trying to do now, We need to go. That's fine, actually. Barefoot plus that. Okay, cool. So continue along down here. So we have lost the poise ring. Do keep that in mind. We're going to work our way towards the first. We've done most of this zone. So we did Dark Garden. We did most of this zone during the item run. If you were to continue up this path, you continue on the left. There's that Twinkling Titanite Lizard. There's the leather armor set, the longbow. And then you keep on going and keep on going and keep on going. And there's Andre the Giant, or Andre of Astora, and the Titanite Demon. So we've done most of this zone, that part of it anyway. And then there is, you keep up going this path. That's Havel. So this is an equally valid way to get to Havel if you have the basement key. But you're going to see down that way is the Hydra. And you can also see some of these glass golem dudes. So give them a bit of a berth. They hit very hard, but as you can see, you can just kind of poke them. Yeah, I think it's great. Once I aggro the Hydra, it will these guys will drop blue Titanite. I don't know if it's chunks or shards or whatever, but they drop the Titanite you would need to level up magic weapons or source crystal weapons, that kind of thing. Once I aggro the Hydra, it'll start spitting water at me, and that will hit and damage me, but it will also damage these crystal dudes. Like that. Perfect. Great example. Thanks, Hydra. We want to go ahead and clear all these guys out because you do not want them kind of running up on you while you're fighting the Hydra. They have that kind of a punch the ground explodey attack, so keep that in mind. See if you can't have the Hydra take care of a couple of them. You know, they hit pretty hard. They don't have a shit ton of hit points, but they're just annoying. This is, however, good practice for later. Ah, shit. This is not a kid-friendly show. There you go. So that's the last one. I've got no idea what the drop percentage is on these guys with their blue crystal stuff, but I'm sure it's evidently not great. Okay. We're going to head into the next boss. Go ahead and throw fire bombs. Do I have arrows on me still? I guess not. This guy's kind of annoying to take out if you don't have arrows. Alright, well, we'll try the firebomb method. We'll see. If I have to edit some stuff out, I'll edit some stuff out. Zigzag a lot. Watch for the water on the way in. Once you get within a certain distance, he will stop the water attacks. Right about where that soul packet is about where you want to be heading. And just keep your shield up. This fight's actually not that hard. Watch for the edge of the water. You can barely see it. But do that and just swing. If they shoot water, edge in a little bit. And block and swing. And just kind of hang out near this corpse. And you're hitting heads, and it's a Hydra. It's exactly how you'd think you'd fight a Hydra. You got plenty of time for a potion if you need it. After they swipe, just get that shield up. Do give yourself a chance to make sure your stamina bar is full, however. And see if you can't lop some heads off. Once you start cutting off heads, you're going to notice that they're attacking in a pattern, and you actually have some safe areas you can move around in. It's also possible to miss. Or just, miss a lot. This boss is tedious, not hard. Watch the edge of the water. Okay, so that's a way you can damage them if you have fire bombs. Is wait till its neck is there, and then throw a firebomb up at it. And there you go. So I apologize for the length of that fight. I had to figure out what I wanted to do as far as getting at it was concerned. Another way you can deal with this, and you saw me trying that, is you can shoot it. So if you have arrows or whatever, you can shoot it, and that'll take it out too. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to free... I never actually learned her name. The meme name for her is Princess Peach, and you'll kind of see why once we get rid of her, once you free her. But walk along this river here, or walk along this way. And so this up there, if you wanted to go fight Artorias or join the Forest Covenant, would be what you would go do. Quit the game and reload. This... You do this to sort of reset some of the enemies who I guess will now show up because the Hydra's gone. And for this part, be sure you're wearing the Rusted Iron Ring. You don't have to be. You can fight this guy without it, but it just makes your life a lot easier. Notice that here. Actually, notice that I'm just kind of running like I would run. Let me take it off and you'll see the difference. So this is as fast as you go if you're not wearing the ring. So this is just a quality of life. Nope. Actually, I love the wolf ring, but not right now. This is a nice quality of life thing. That's all this is. And you're gonna, when you reload the game, you're gonna see this kind of gold dude. He's just like the blue ones, a wee bit harder because he's a boss, sort of. Just give him, fight him like you would anything else. Give him a wide berth, poke at him, learn his maneuvers, whatever. One of the reasons I love the Claymore is we can just kind of get in there and whatever, get at him. Wait for him to swing, poke, get out. He's not that hard. He's just a super crystal golem. You'll notice, however, as we're fighting him, that there is someone encased up there on his shoulder. And that's who we're here for. Yeah, he does hit pretty hard, so do watch out for that. But if you got the Claymore, the Halberd, one of these longer range weapons, it shouldn't be an issue. And go talk to
So,
Princess Peach.
thou who rescueth me, most gracious, I am Dusk.
So Dusk, that's her
I
name.
cometh from an age long before thine. So, before my home, my hope is to pass this. Would this be a
It would be. It wouldst be.
thanks? Then I shout. Thou art in need. Seems that my tongue.
All right. So I'm a kind of always... I'm not perfect about the order of operations here. She's Dusk of Oolacile. Oolacile is, to my knowledge, it's one of the DLC content from the original game. So what's going to happen is we're going to quit a node again, and we're going to summon her. And then I think once that's been done, we'll just confirm. There's a lot of quitting and reloading, which is fine. Her gear should be here. And I either have to summon her and it'll show up, or it's already here. Yeah, it looks like I have to summon her first. Okay, that's fine. If you are playing a sorcery build, if you are playing a wizard type character, Dusk is a very important NPC for the purposes of your gearing up process. We'll get to why in a second. I guess it's important. Be human for this part. So I'm just human because I wanted to increase my drop chance, but be human for this part because you need to be to summon her. And then we'll go back, and I don't know if I have to quit again or not, but we'll go back. So this is Dusk's summon sign. You bring her in. She doesn't work like a regular summon in that she won't follow you around and like fight stuff for you, but she's just like a vendor you summon in. And she sells a bunch of really important
I
stuff.
am Dusk of Oolacile.
Yes, you are.
It is an honor. I shall follow that.
All right, so we're going to learn the gesture, proper bow. That's cool. We're going to talk to her.
Very long time from my home I was taken. It was there, long after I had. So gleeful was I.
Talk to her, whatever. So basically, yeah, she was trapped in that crystal dude, and you freed her, so you're like a freaking hero, dude. She teaches a whole bunch of very cool sorceries. So Hidden Body, I guess, turns you basically invisible. Cast Light. I'm going to buy it. I don't know if I'm going to level intelligence high enough to use it ever, but I don't know. Whatever. It's 1,000 souls. Who cares? Chameleon, just exactly what it sounds like it is. It turns you into like a pot, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she's got some cool stuff. She also has the Oolacile Ivory Catalyst. Also going to buy that. My understanding, and I actually have to look this up, but my understanding is if you have a relatively low int, this is a great catalyst. So if you're a low-level sorcerer, if you just got started, this is a great catalyst. So do definitely think about picking that up as well.
If thou art in need, pray summon me again.
And then her shtick is that her part of the world or whatever is kind of, time is wibbly wobbly, so she's like stuck in a different, she's out of phase with time or something. So I don't know if I need to do this or not, but we're going to go ahead and just do it and just get out of the way. We've summoned her, so we're going to quit. We're going to reload, and we're going to come back in again. Dusk's gear should be back in that corner where you fought the crystal dude. Yeah. Okay. All right. The important thing to note about the antiquated set is this is all from Oolacile. It is not great physical defense, but that's not why you're wearing it. It's got good magic resist. It's got good curse resist, and it's also light because it's all cloth. So it's not as light as some things, but it's got better defenses, especially against magic. What you're particularly interested in, and why you'll see this particular item on a lot of casters, the Crown of Dusk is a build-defining item for sorceries. It may work with pyromancies. I'm not actually sure. I know it does not work with faith. But yeah, it makes your magic more powerful. However, you also take increased magic damage. So because I'm not a sorcery character, I'll not be using it. My test characters. So I do all this stuff on another character before I come and record all of it. My test character is a sorcerer, and that character is absolutely wearing the Oolacile thing. What's amusing is the Black Knight Halberd totally dropped on that character, which does me no good whatsoever. But yeah, this is everything that you need for Darkroot Basin. We are ready to go. We're gonna hit the bonfire, and then I'm pretty sure we're headed. I'm gonna figure out the next best place, but I think probably the next logical place to go is Lower Undeadburg. Take on the Capper Demon, and then get ready for the depths. But I'm going to run to the nearest bonfire. Well, briefly, if you were to go up here, I forget the name of the zone, but it's you can get there as well through Darkroot if you open that door with the Seal of Artorias. What's really, it's a higher level zone than we're at, although not by much. It's typically a level 40 zone. You can join the Covenant of the Forest, or the Guardians of the Forest Covenant, or whatever. There's this like Cheshire Cat kind of creature. You can talk to it, and you'll it's PvP Covenant, and there's an item we're going to do it eventually. There's an item that she gives you if you successfully complete that covenant called the Ring of Fog, and it makes you quieter. I don't think quite silent, but quieter. And also, it shortens your aggro range, and that's a very nice covenant to have for some of the zones, especially like if you were so inclined, if you wanted to go farming in Blighttown, it's very useful. So that's the Forest Covenant. We'll do that eventually, but we're not going to do it right now. And then we're going to head back up into Undeadburg, and we are going to rest at the bonfire. No. Actually, we're going to cross. We're going to get ready for all this stuff. What's going to happen? Yeah. So I'm kind of figuring out the route that I want to take. It's one of the cool things about this game is the whole map is kind of intertwined, so you can just kind of, there's like half a dozen ways to get anywhere. Don't forget the archers up there. If you're sprinting, they likely won't hit you. Ultimately, just to give you a heads up as to where we're going, I'm going to open the door. So we got the key for this door at the back of... screw it. Yeah, let's go ahead and just do it. And then we'll segue into the video where we actually do that. You got the key for this in Undead Parish, way back by the church where we fought before we fought the gargoyles. So we're going to head down into Lower Undeadburg. If you don't press anything else and you just press B on Xbox or circle on PS4, you just slide down that ladder. There is not, to my knowledge, a way to make it faster going up, which is a real shame. And this is Lower Undeadburg. There's a bunch of annoying monsters down there, which we'll cover in the next video, but there's a really nifty shortcut up here Although I wish that the door opened the other direction, because this is really annoying that it opens this way. So first things first, deal with these jokesters and this guy. Ooh. And that guy. Come sprinting out this way, and you'll almost certainly recognize where we're at. And we're back at I really want to use that Black Knight sword. We're back at the bonfire in Undeadburg, which is partially why I kindled this particular bonfire, because this particular bonfire is a shortcut to a whole bunch of stuff in the relatively early part of the game. So, yeah, we open that shortcut, and you can head down into the lower Undeadburg. I'm going to go ahead and call the video here, and thank you so much for watching. This is Fiasco. I had fun. I hope you did too, and I hope you learned something. Have a good night.